Mephistopheles was very uncomfortable in this classical world of antiquity, being a Christian devil from Northern Europe. Now, he knew that perhaps if he could somehow find a way to bring Faust and Helen together, that then maybe Faust would be satisfied and Mephistopheles would win the bargain and win his soul. But first, Mephistopheles needed to find a body, some role that he could take on in this classical world of antiquity so that he could feel comfortable there, or at least be able to get around. So he went searching, and he questioned the griffins, and he riddled with the sphinxes, and he came to some strange, beautiful women who, when he tried to embrace them, suddenly transformed into lizards or pine cones. Everything in this world was always changing or transforming, and nothing stayed put. There was an earthquake, and suddenly a whole mountain rose up behind him, so he couldn't find his way back where he had come from. But at last, Mephistopheles found his way into a deep, dark cave. In the depths of this darkness, Mephistopheles found a hideously ugly threefold monster. 3 sisters, old hags, who had never seen the light of day, and who had 1 eye and 1 tooth, which they shared among them and passed back and forth in order to see or eat. Mephistopheles felt a certain kinship with them. And when he told them that they were so beautiful that he wondered why sculptors and painters had never depicted them, they were so flattered that he convinced them that since they could share 1 eye and 1 tooth among them, couldn't the 3 of them somehow condense themselves into 2 of the bodies and give the 3rd one to him? And so they did. And they gave him the eye and the tooth. So now Mephistopheles had a classical form. It's true, he was a kind of a hermaphrodite, because now he was a hideously ugly old woman. But at least now he could get around in this classical world of antiquity. So, in order to somehow try to help bring Faust and Helen together, Mephistopheles found his way to the palace of Helen and her husband, King Menelaus. And in this palace, Mephistopheles took the place of the old housekeeper who had been waiting for nearly 20 years for her master, the king, Menelaus, to return from the Trojan War. And there, Mephistopheles waited. Meanwhile, Homunculus was floating around in his glass beaker, looking for a body. He wanted to find a way to come into being. He had no body of his own, only this glass beaker. And he wanted to begin to develop his own bodily form. He wanted to originate. So, after considering the elements, water and fire, homunculus decided that water seemed like the best place to begin life. And so he found his way to a great festival on the Aegean Sea, where sea creatures, sea women and men, sea gods and goddesses were floating over the waves, gathering for a great sea festival, celebrating life and the elements under the light of the full moon. And when the daughter of the sea, the goddess of the sea herself, came floating, riding over the waves in a great chariot made from a giant shell, homunculus hovered over her, then cast himself down, shattered his glass beaker, and in order to originate, plunged into the Aegean Sea. Out of the Aegean Sea came